Hi, thanks for joining us. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to modify the structure of a time control table by adding a user-defined field. I've logged into TimeControl here as an administrator, so I'll have permission to do that. But control over modifying a table and adding a field is controlled under user profiles. Mostly users won't have access to that. Even administrators will remove the control of that from themselves so they don't accidentally or inadvertently add a field. This is controlled. I'm looking at the timesheet administrator profile, and if I go into profile security and then table security, we'll let that load up. Let's take a look at the employee table. We'll scroll down a little bit. There's the employee table. And so employees, you can see that the second column here, modify, allows me to modify the structure. Great. Well, let's go to the employee table. And we'll make a selection of anyone in there. You can see I have 3 user-defined fields. That's the default. Let's say I wanted to add a 4th user-defined field. I click on Add User-Defined Field. We'll have to give ourselves a name for that field. And we already have a field for location, for department, for type. So let's add a field here called Group. And we could make that a text field, a logical field, a money field, a currency field, a date field, or a numeric field. We're going to leave it at text, and 15 characters sounds fine. So we will add that to our time control. It adds this description now to the dictionary, and so that field becomes available everywhere in time control where we use fields. You can see that we have a field here. I could use the create a link to make a drop-down list of groups to which this employee might be a part. But if I go back to user profiles and we look at security, you're going to see that in security, in filters, in reports, this field is there already. Let's take a look at field security for the employee table. And even though we just added that field a moment ago, the group under G, way down here, you can see group is there already. Now I can make that field invisible or value hidden, just like I can with any of the fields. So it's now available to whatever we want to do. You can do this for any of these tables. You can also add user-defined fields to the timesheet itself. Just like any change, I mean, this is going to be something that is available throughout time control, even if you don't show this field to everyone. But it's worth taking some thinking for a moment before you start creating changes to say, how will we use it? Is this the best way to get that field? I might want to say this is the admin group. And the tech department is inside admin, perhaps. So I can change these fields and add to them as I wish. Usually great for things like reporting, for filtering, for making validation rules, and so on. So that's it in a nutshell. Very simple. Add a user-defined field.